All right, welcome in Libras to October. So happy birthday for all of you. We are in Libra season, so this is your time to shine, Libras. Yeah, the sun is shining on you, so take advantage, enjoy the time. We are fully now finally moved into fall on, I think it was September 22nd. And so in the Northern Hemisphere, we're in fall. Oh my gosh. Out of control. The cards are already flying. What does that mean for you all? So, monthly themes and reflections for October. I mean, these are really going to resonate with you. Since, again, these are themes that really tie back to Libra. So it's balance, relationships, and equality. So, you know, Libra is the big ruler of relationships. So definitely a focus this month. What is going on with your relationships? It's not just love. It's also friends. It's family. What are the, taking a temperature of your relationships? How are you feeling about them? Where can they improve? What can you do about it? What do you need to do for yourself as well to be able to find harmony within yourselves, to be able to give better and show up better? And, it really obviously revolves around that balance piece. We need to find balance. Balance with what we receive, balance with what we give, or it's more or less, either. Like, are we too much? Do we take too much? Do we give too much? Really digging into where you align with that. Why is that? So some good themes for you guys. All right. Just some housekeeping. If you are interested or are just kind of curious about a private reading with me, you can check out my website, which is linked below in the description. You can get some more information, schedule a reading there. Definitely, they are intuitive tarot readings, so it's kind of similar to what I do here on YouTube, but obviously it's going to be more focused on you. You get to choose, like, what are we going to do the reading on? You can do kind of general love, romance. You can do work, career, money, or do like a general read to kind of just say, hey, what is it? Just, I'm kind of open to see what my guides or ancestors or angels want me to know. If there's a specific situation that you want to ask about and get kind of guidance around that specifically, you can do that too. All right. And, I'm going to put my, also, as we're kind of moving more into the holidays, take a look at my Etsy shop and look at the great, my handmade jewelry that I have on there. And they are all energy charged, Reiki'd. So something great to look at as personalized gifts. I am going to do a little bit of a discount or a kind of around Black Friday, a little discount around there, but stuff may not be there, but I'm going to try, definitely need to upload some more items on there. So definitely if you're looking for something specific like a stone, let me know. Or DM me on Etsy and I can tell you if I have it or not. All right, let's get started, Libras, for October. It might be my favorite, one of my favorite months of the year. Zombie Control. And Joy, Rejoicing in the Present. So I'm going to actually read that zombie card for you. Let's zombie. Opened up right to it. One of the most frightening aspects of the zombie idea of zombieism is the idea of our souls and consciousness being trapped inside a body that does not do our bidding, but someone else's. Should the zombie step unsteadily into your life, it's time to look at the concept of control. Do you want to control everything, leaving little to free expression? Do you choose partners who are not your equal so that they are more easily manipulated and changed to your liking? Or do you allow that to happen to you? If you're not living your most authentic life, it's time to look at why and how to change it. Okay, so we have a theme of control, not maybe living in our truest expression because out of fear, we're trying to control, really that's a place of fear and anxiety of things need to be a certain way. I need to feel safe. That's the key root for people who need to always have controls. They don't feel safe. So they're always trying to control the outcomes and control people to ensure that they can maintain, so things don't, they can't handle spontaneity or they can't handle surprises. But definitely there's something here that could be you or it could be someone you are connected with. But I do feel like we need to lighten up here, Libras, definitely with the Joy card. Look at the control versus this. Someone has their hand like this trying to, hold on. It's a very kind of contorted. It doesn't look, it looks uncomfortable, right? But then this Joy card, she has her arms open. She's willing to receive. She's surrendering. She's just in the moment, rejoicing in the present, no matter what shows up. And she's trusting. She's trusting in the next moment. She's trusting even if things don't go as exactly how she wants them to. There's a reason, and there's a good reason, and that means there's something else that's meant to be. All right, let's get some of more oracle here. Oh, we had one kind of adventure. Some new adventures await you, Libra, is what I'm hearing. There's new adventures right around the corner. Again, I feel like maybe they're unexpected or things that maybe you didn't foresee, but I do like that. Luminous and faith. Yeah. There is this sense of trust this month, having faith, trusting in the adventure and the unfoldment of your life, and that things are going to unfold in your best and highest good, even if they're not exactly how you wanted them or thought they would. I'm going to just read a little bit about this Luminous card. This card represents rebirth and vision transformation. Follow the light to guide you out of the darkness. The Luna moth is attracted to the light of the glowing moon, being guided through the night. This journey is very symbolic of rebirth and new beginnings. Take a hold of your own spiritual transformation and that you are being led toward. Your intuition and senses may be heightened to assist you on your path of enlightenment. This mindfulness will assist you in manifesting what you desire for your future. Envision and express your spiritual movement from your everyday life. Yes, so you could be coming out of a dark period. I feel like there's a light that's kind of guiding you right now. There is this sense of maybe new beginnings happening, a new adventure awaits, having faith in what this will look like, what's ahead for you. But all good energies. Libra, you've had similar readings for some time for the monthlies. I feel like that probably going back some months, maybe back to the beginning of summer. It was kind of the same storyline, and for some reason I'm feeling a shift in energy for you that I like. I feel like this control piece is just a little bit of like, okay, watch out for this. Watch out for people around you. Watch out also for your own patterns. I feel like you're coming out of something and we don't want to go back into the same pattern. We want to transform. We want to change. We want to have a new perspective of what we just went through, what the lessons were, and maybe how we dealt with things in the past. It's asking for you to open up, to lighten up, to enjoy life. All right, look at that. The Ace of Swords just flew out, which, you know, sometimes too, if the Ace of Swords comes out right after I said something, that just kind of further signifies like, yes, that is what I just said is truth. It's very important information. So I feel like that's right on, but I feel like new truth is coming out for you. Ten of Wands. Yeah, there's that kind of, we're closing up a chapter here. The Empress, the Ten of Swords, Justice, the Hermit, and the King of Swords. And I like this Seven of Cups. So something potentially ended here with somebody that you really thought was kind of your person, or they had a lot of potential and you really were kind of putting your eggs in that basket. But you finally got clarity around this. There's the Ace of Swords, there's the King of Swords, and now you're moving forward. This was a karmic situation, so I feel like you have really wrapped up this karmic contract with this person. And now you're on a path ahead here with the Hermit. I think you're moving forward now more spiritually with new, again, learning lessons, new expanded vision, new insight about your path. And I just feel like you've kind of leveled up from a soul level here. And you have some great clarity now. And knowing that, okay, now I know where I'm headed. I have more clarity. It's cleared up a lot of confusion. And maybe this had to happen to kind of push you forward in a new way, to open you up to see things differently, to have you surrender and be able to experience life more presently and enjoy, obviously the joy card here. And instead there was a lot of focus on the situation, on controlling, on, I think it brought up a lot of anxiety for you, this situation, and like maybe it triggered you a lot, and there was some things that you really had to work through that you finally have. But you're also opening up. The Seven of Cups is also the card of like all the cups have a different desire or dream in them. And this is kind of you moving forward with clarity about what you really want and opening up your dreams, your needs being met, your dreams opening up. So there's a lot of kind of potential here, I feel. Two of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. So I think too, hopefully you learned from this around relationship, in that, again, what's equitable give and take. Learning more about giving and taking in relationships and what that means. And I feel like now you've overcome some things, and I think you're moving forward in a better direction here, where you have more perspective about how to give more, how to also like learning how to take as well, because sometimes the receiving end people have difficulty with too. So there's this new perspective, I feel, this new understanding. So I do feel like this situation is helping you for the next relationship. King of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Four of Swords. So, you know, even though we have the Ten of Swords here, which can be pretty harsh ending here, but I do feel like potentially there is some sort of apology being offered here on one end to help to heal. I feel like there needs to make sure this isn't left open, that there's some closure here. But But I do feel like there's some sort of expression of like apologizing for how this went down or something along those lines. But let's go to the next line. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Temperance card, and the Three of Cups. So you're moving forward. You're gonna overcome this. I do feel like you're still in the midst of kind of overcoming this situation, healing. But I do feel like there's a new level. Like, I don't feel like it's so heavy for you. I feel like there's some level of understanding, and like you were able to really find some clarity within your soul about this. So it wasn't like this ended and you weren't ready. I do feel like you're moving forward, and I think the guidance here is to kind of, again, live in the present, focus on like your bliss, like doing things that give you joy. I also feel this Three of Cups is about connecting with people, friends, socializing, getting out there, and there's going to be opportunity here. There could also be an opportunity for you to get away with some friends or something like that. But right now, I just feel like you're just trying to, again, close this chapter out with Temperance here, with like, you know, you want to integrate and balance the energies out. You don't want to leave anything kind of open or not, you know, just like sealed and let's move forward like this karmic contract. We don't want to leave this open. I do feel like even though like you invested time and energy into this, there is some sort of, even though it didn't work out, there is some sort of, I feel like reward for this or harvest that's coming for you. I don't feel like it was all for nothing. It's interesting because I feel like you're stronger here with the King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Like your work and effort is going to start to pay off. And I think you just have to have patience and trust right now that things are going to move forward and change for you. Let's see, what is around this King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles? More info. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. So I do feel like there's abundance that is gonna come in. There's a lot of focus here on work or money. Investing in things that are going to have a payoff. And I do feel like that's coming here with this 10 of Pentacles. There is some sort of payoff. What's the Three of Cups, Four of Swords about? Knight of Pentacles, the Hierophant. Knight of Pentacles. The Moon. You know, there's going to be this, like, things are going to start progressing. I don't feel like it's going to be like, I'm not getting super fast energy, but with the Knight of Pentacles, but I do feel like there's going to be some progression coming here. And there's something about committing to something, just really finally committing to a focus on doing something on a path here. But I feel like things are a little up in the air for you, the Moon energy. Like you're still in the dark about what's ahead or kind of what's next for you. But I do feel like at least you're committing to a plan or a plan of action or direction or doing something here. But it's just, again, like you can commit to something and not necessarily know what to do next, or, you know, right? Every path starts with just one step. So it's just like taking one step at a time, and things will start opening up more and you'll get more perspective. What else do we have? I was just going to see if there's anything else. King of Swords, Seven of Cups. Page of Swords. You know, I think it's the same message here that I just said. It's like the King of Swords has clarity, that you have direction. You now have some, at least some clarity about what's not work, what's kind of done, and where you need to focus now. But there, with the Star and the Seven of Cups, I feel like there's something about re-looking at what you really want, re-looking at what you require at this point, coming up with a plan. I feel like the Page of Swords is kind of saying, you know, you might just be starting this. You know, it's like the apprentice. You have the King of Swords and the Page of Swords, which are kind of the beginner, and then you have the expert. You have someone starting their journey and someone who, you know, has all the knowledge and is like, okay, now I see the full plan, and you've leveled up to the king. But I still feel like you're kind of getting up there for some reason with this page. I feel like it's kind of like you're starting this new beginning, this new path, but you're focused on one step at a time right now. But I do feel like you're going in the right direction. I feel like whatever decision you made, something you ended, was the right decision. And now you can open up to the next new, right? So what's the ultimate guidance, the biggest thing for you to know? Two of Swords. Again, there's still this like unclear, like you're not clear, the blindfold's still there. You're still kind of feeling things out. There might be a little still bit of like sitting on the fence about, you know, what's my next choice? But Five of Swords, there's the control piece. So there's that kind of disclaimer or caution of watch out for controlling behavior patterns. Yeah, because those types of behavior patterns are fueled by fear. And don't let the fear or the anxiety, again, control the way you think or your behaviors or your actions. We don't want to get in this Five of Swords energy because that can be a little controlling and manipulative. And I think like your mind does get the best of you and starts taking you down a dark path as well. So just be aware of that. Three of Pentacles. This is about like, I think the goal right now is just to find a stable footing. Start focusing on creating like a foundation somewhere and building upon that. And I do feel like you're going to start working with other people. That's also going to help stabilize you. Two of Wands. Yeah, it's like just making a decision about where you want to. I think there's something about stabilizing yourself somewhere, finding a stable footing, setting up kind of and it's like you're having to start from the bottom and build the foundation, okay? And then go up from there. But it's just making the choice to actively, what is your active choice is going to be, and kind of be very self-aware of where your mind's going, how you're triggered, how some things you might want to be like act automatically off of, but then it's kind of going back to old patterns. Okay. All right, Libras, interesting shift in energy for you. So this is kind of par on with, you know, the sun moving into your sign. I think things are going to start lightening up. I also think we, you know, kicked off eclipse season as well last month. So this eclipse energy is really about renewal, change, regeneration, like transformation. And I think that's what you definitely have been going through recently. So everything's looking up for you all. So I will leave you with that. Thanks for joining in. Before you leave, hit that like button. Definitely subscribe if you haven't yet. Join the Lyran Soul Tribe. And check out, you know, if this didn't fully resonate, check out whether it's your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign readings as well. So thanks again. I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now.